everybody. Oh, we're missing Linehouse. There he is, hopefully. Yep. And welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series Division D Southeast. I can't remember what round this is. I'm so sorry. I've been kind of like rushing through everything. But it's Division D
Round
Southeast.
3000.
We've got Bunker Funtime versus Protector of Air's team are all ready to rock and roll. We are ready to rock and roll. I'm so behind schedule. But you know, that's how we like it. So with me today is Linehouse. Hello, Linehouse. It's good to see you. Let's take a look at the maps.
I mean, you saw I got dressed up just for this, so
yeah.
Very important. Very important.
So taking a look here, just as we kind of zip through these bad boys again, I apologize to everybody for being just kind of quick to start. There have been a ton of things that started that just have to push us back and back and back. But members of Protectors of Auir banned away Alterac Pass and Cursed Hollow. Bunker Funtime got rid of BOE and Sky Temple. Our first map of the evening is Volskaya, and it was picked by Bunker Funtime. And without further ado, let's head on into that draft.
Where do I just added the widget. I was trying to do the prediction thing.
Oh,
but
no worries.
Well, now I'm like really curious because I added it, but now I don't see it. Hey, they banned Samuro and Johanna and Stooky Bookie. You know, whenever I see a Samuro get banned, I just know that means that the other team is toxic.
We play Samuro.
Yeah, we're toxic.
That's fair.
Case closed.
Fair enough. All right, so yeah, getting rid of some of the spicier heroes. Not all the toxicity, though. And, you know, I'm inclined to agree with you. BFT pulling out that Asmodan to start. That's probably one of the #1 Storm League bans right now.
Yeah, I hate Asmodan so very much. Just being able to push down a lane with zero regard to all of humanity and the safety of the children within. But what team's on the left? Uh-oh. I think we were changed screen views.
No, you're all good. It was me fixing something on
Protectors of Auir.
Yeah.
I was looking at them with the team. Yeah, I totally prepared for this cast. Taking the best support in the game in Anduin with Sylvanas. And then a quick May and Deckard. This is going fast, Jinxie. Much faster than my brain is right now.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that. The teams are much more ready than we are here. They know exactly what they want. It looks like the bans, maybe up until this point, haven't necessarily had the impact that they were looking for because they are just on top of it. May, Asmodan, Deckard, and then, of course, like you said, Anduin, and now Sylvanas coming out here for Orion. Falstad going to be banned away here, so... What are BFT looking to pick up as they close out this draft? They got to have that off lane, unless it's going to be Asmodan off lane, which personally isn't my favorite, but it can definitely work.
I mean, it can work if you're a Falstad player knows how to rotate and actually pick up the soak. I feel like there's a lot of Falstad players who are just there thinking there's pure DPS, and if you're going to take the Falstad, you are semi off lane. So
right.
Sonya being banned out, that's actually a pretty interesting ban for Sonya. I feel like she's pretty hard counter for very specific heroes. So is that maybe just a favored pick on the side of Protectors of Auir, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's not as OP as she used to be. As we're taking a look here, but still a very strong hero. She clears the way, she waves and lanes. I can't speak. But she clears those lanes really well. She sustains really well. You know, maybe not triple S tier, maybe not like S tier anymore, but still a really solid pick. So makes sense to go ahead and get rid of that. They're gonna draw Blaze though, which I think a lot of people are sleeping on still.
That is the best off lane in the game. But they probably took him as tank. I'm gonna be a very sad panda. Captain Pew Pew and Stab Daddy have now been picked up on the side of Bunker Funtime. Is that okay? Is that actual true offlane Imperious though, or is that like 4-stack Imperious with Asmobrad being the offlane?
Ooh, I don't know. Zul's coming out, so I really like this.
As I said, Blaze main tank. I'm sad panda.
Yeah, always how it be. I'm really curious to see how BFT are gonna play this. You know, first of all, they don't even have the bunker, so no fun time from the side of BFT today. However, I really like Honey Bear's Zool pickup here, as I'll bring it back on over to us. We hop on, and you look here, and there isn't a lot of escape, and there's next to no mobility for the members of BFT. I mean, Asmodan, unless you go thick strike later on, May is really the only person who can get that off of her safely, besides having to forfeit the engage whenever that bone cage comes out.
So, I will say, if that is an off lane more Asmo than main tank, or not main tank, 4-stack, I think I really like the comp of Bunker Funtime more. But if that's offlane Imperious, I have concerns.
I will have to see. Imperious was recently changed. And when I say recently, it was like, you know, over a month and a half ago, 2 months, maybe
that
2
is
and a half
recently
at this point.
in Hootsville.
Yeah, no, exactly. When the Hearthstone dev gets off of his lunch break and he goes to work on HOTS, you know, and it was like free time while he's waiting for the clock to drop. So fairly recent. He did get that change to his level 7, which does allow him to, you know, clear a little bit better. So we'll have to see how they do with it. But as we head on in, we have the members of Protectors of Auir with Iplik Tech on that Blaze. We got Orion on the Sylvanas. Sergeant Scoops will be your Anduin. Pants on that Tychus, and Honey Bear is your Zool here.
How did you pronounce that Blaze's name? Like, you just made it sound like super casual. I didn't know that was the actual name. But on the side of Bunker Funtime, we have that name for Deckard. Meister
Misery
and
Sin
Trip
is
Bar.
her name.
Was it?
Misery Sin.
I hate this game. We have we have Trip Bar on Asmodan, Batista on Captain Pew Pew, Zed on May, and on Bree on the Stab Daddy. I love that. These names are both awesome and really hard to pronounce sometimes.
I really like them.
I do like them.
I've been fortunate enough to cast enough of POA and hear enough of the complaints. Nobody knows how to say Iplik Tech's name, so I always ask them, like, how do you say your name? And then I still probably pronounced it wrong.
Zool?
But, you know. Zool? Oh no, T2ers! RIP. The Imperious, the best 1v1er in the game still, gets a big bonk, and that is going to be one dead bone boy.
Don't you worry, Alumni Bree. I saw it. I don't know if everyone else saw it, but I saw it.
He was there, and then he wasn't, so now Orion has to be down here. Taking a look at these talents, we've actually gone for the Overwhelming Affliction for Sylvanas here. So what that means is 1% damage for her autos onto anyone with 3 stacks, I believe. Basic attack, slow. Oh, and he just slowed Hero, so lots of bits of slowing you can do there to get a little bit of extra chip damage. We're going to see a big stun come out here from Blaze. He's going to be stuck. They have to drop that Anduin pull right out the gate. Already have
See, this is what I like with the Imperious. Look at that. Nice little rotate up. Nice little stab. Securing a kill in the Tychus. Like, I feel like that's their better offlane. And then this, yeah, obviously the Asmodad's trying to get stacks right now, so they might change it up late game. But, yeah. That looked pretty good. And also, is my sweatshirt invisible? I know it's green, but I didn't know that you had the chroma thing working for my view.
That's my bad, because I have so many casters on occasion for GGS. I was just leaving it on in the in the background, forgetting that it was on. So yeah, you have no body currently.
What I should do then is, in between games, I need to get my green screen out, and then I can be a disembodied head. I think this is gonna have to happen. So, oh, Honey Bear going down again in the bot lane, right?
Oh,
there it is. Finally, you had time. You had time to get there this time. That Alumni is making Zool's life pretty miserable down there, living up to the term Stab Daddy.
Going for a little bit of an unusual build here, starting out with the Burn the Impure and then the Battle Hunger. But there's just what we were talking about, that Holy Fervor at level 4. So Zool will scale into this, but right now there's just so much AoE healing for Imperius, just off of those minions, off of the heroes. Oh no, Scoops having a rough
That was
time.
that was a great little boot by Zed right there with the Mei.
Absolutely.
Fantastically done.
Then I'm coming in looking for Honey Bear here. Lined off. He's able to get back this time round. So Azul will become better, especially as Honey Bear is able to join these 5v5. For right now, they're just going to play back and do it safely. And I think this is the right play for POA. You know, they're down a little bit, 4 kills to nothing. This first protector really isn't that amazing. In fact, a lot of folks think it's kind of bad.
How dare you? This first protector tries its best, all right? I don't think it needs to be judged by you or anyone else. That being said, it is ass.
Oh, goodness. They're going to get a couple of gates here. Jumping in, going to take a little bit of damage from that Ford. Will end up going down. And that's typically what you expect with a first objective. Spear will come out. Nice follow-up. Oh, Zednum's not going to be able to hit the stun, though. That is going to be Orion going down. As oh, my goodness. Rainer threading the needle there.
That should be the background now sign. Just going like, like the, you know, like the audience, and you go talking. I was gonna say actually, did you notice it's a Master Assassin teacup, as we like to call them?
I did not. I'm looking at a lot of these talents, and they're very different. Especially Mei going for both snowballs at level 1 and 4. Oh,
what the hell, Bree? These people have families. What are you doing?
Oh, Alumni Bri. Oh no! Even the mighty fall.
Is it Bri, not Bree?
I have no idea. I think.
Well, you call him Bri. I'll call him Bree, and that means one of us has to be correct.
True. There's no other way it could be.
Logic.
You know.
There's no way it could be a third version of that.
Absolutely not. It's like B-Rye. Alumni B-Rye. It's Brian.
Damn it. Now you have me second guessing this. Actually, though, I will say, though, POA, while not doing great on the kill department, are actually ahead in XP because of the soak that Zold's been providing during these phases. So I think that's pretty good awareness from them. Whoever the Zold player is, I'll look it up in a second. Honey Bear, there we go, nailed it. To recognize that they're kind of a disadvantage at that time, and they're just trying to get that little bit extra XP soak to try to keep them in this game.
Absolutely. So Zednum's just going to get boned a little bit there. Has to back out. The whole rest of the team is there, but it is a 3v4. They're just going to go ahead and back off here. And POA is definitely still in this game, as you were saying. Keep it up in soak, flawless. They've actually got quite a bit of damage here. They didn't take that full top tower like the members of BFT, and we're maybe looking to take down bottom as well here, despite the next objective being in the top, which I personally like. I think that's really, really smart. It does set you up for the third objective, and it also just gives you a little bit more advantage over this off lane, over this bottom soak. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do here, especially with top. You can take that top objective. Light Bomb will come out, not going to connect. Root coming out from Decker here. Commandeer Odin just before the objective. All the while, though, we are burning some big cooldowns up in the top. Oh no! Oh, the mind control! Goodbye, Zednum!
That was really well played by POA. They were 4v5 bottom the whole time. They had Zool doing their thing in most of the top lane, but some mid lane as well. And they basically not only defended their bottom fort, but they got a kill off of it. And it looks like they might get, they're going to get one more kill as well?
Maybe. Batista's in a rough spot. Oh,
it was close.
Play's not going to find it. Backs away for the moment. Gets out with just 400 health. But POA bite back in the mid game here. They were like, hey, stop talking shit. We're actually pretty gosh darn good at this game.
I do have it on good authority that if you talk shit, you get hit.
Oh, no. So, enjoying the casual, very fun, interactive off-lane of Alumni Bri. And chat says that it is Bri, so they are going to grab this objective here Turret is going to be picked up by the side of POA. May's got to clear some minion boys. Level 13 has finally been hit for them as well. Oh, up in the top, though. Inflicting, you're all by your lonesome friend.
Yeah, a little bit too quick to that objective.
Uh-oh.
Did you notice? Oh, Bri went down. Didn't I call him Bri? And that's a whiff on the snowball, or is that a good dodge? How do we want to word that? With May going down now, I wanted to point out real quick though, as Orion, not Orion, fucking I can't think what it's called right now. I'm like dead in the brain. Odin, there it is. Is pulled out to secure the top point. Did you notice that Asmodan got bottom fort? He's like, see, we don't need to be here all 5 of us. I can get by myself because my hero is dumb. That's what I saw.
Yeah, no, absolutely. POA are playing out of their minds. 99% on this objective. So BFT does have everybody back up now. They can look to come back in and engage it. But I think the biggest thing to remember that a lot of folks forget on Volskaya, we're going to see a big stun come out here. Hold that thought. Misery going to just go down, pop like a balloon. Alumni Bri will go down as well here. And it looks like that might have been their last chance to get it without an off lane, without a support, without a front line, though. It's going to be a tough fight for all around. Hyperion is down. The rest of the team is stepping up.
Yeah, Zul can be tank for this. There they go. There they go. Come on.
Oh, Asmachad with the ult kills off Zednam here. Trip Bar has to run away. Batista will get that last potion. And
Orion wants it. Orion wants it.
Potion. Oh, unlucky.
Got it. Got it.
Oh,
look at that. Now that's how you play.
I just want to say, what a bro,
with reckless abandon
from Batista, like not taking that potion, because I 100%, you know, would have walked over that and been like, oh, sorry, friend, oof.
I'm sorry, friend, but my 75% health bar needs to
You were probably gonna die anyways. Like you didn't need that. And
that's true, and they did die. So
Snag is reading in the background. That's usually who I take it from.
POA though, look at, I like this nice little split, right? They're getting a little bit extra soak bottom. I think they want 3 forts here, and they're easily gonna get the mid fort, right? This protector's gonna meander down to the bot lane. Oh, do they get mid fort? Yeah, those minions will get it eventually. Minions
are coming. I'd like to see Imperius go back and clear those. I mean, the board is basically dead, so they're gonna look to try and just take the fight here. It is still, it's a 5v5 right now. They could look to go in. Anduin and Tychus in the protector. Remember, it's not the best team fighter, so you can fight behind it. But it looks like for right now, they're just gonna try and hang out and be threatening as much as they can.
They did send Honey Bear up there to secure mid fort. They're not gonna get bottom for now, but I know they have 8 stacks on that Master Assassin. Eh?
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, that's actually not bad. It's not bad at all.
I like what our tanks are doing here. We are going to see that root come out. They managed to collect onto Zul. Zul will drop the skeletal mages. Out comes the Blaze Heroic there. Ooh, mind control not going to connect. Using that spear to go out because apparently you can do that. Are going to see the amp come out here as well. That is going to be Blaze going down. The rest of the team is going to back out. Everybody hits their R's, but today it is BFT who is coming out on top.
That was fantastic. Did you see that snowball to get rid of all the other fools? And then Bri, I'm sorry, picked up the poor Blaze and said, we are going to have a conversation. While the rest of your team is over there taking a quick little breather. That was really well executed.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially when we're, looking at some of these heroics, Miss Windupberg points out, she's surprised that it isn't stay a while and listen. We've actually gone for the Lornado here. But a lot of these heroics don't necessarily work well together. You can be that Imperius who's looking for the spear, right as May is looking for the snowball, and then it just kind of ends up where you're like, bro, stop, as both the heroics go out, but managed to pick it off beautifully. The Lornados haven't been interviewing with anybody's skill shots, which you love to see because that can be a big problem with the Deckard. And they're doing a really flawless job so far.
So I think I was wondering about that at first myself too, but I actually do think they want a pick. They want clearly the blow up pick comp, right? That's also why the imp went Wrath of the Angerus. Wrath
of the Angry.
But like, Yeah, right after the angry. So now you have Snowball or you have Lornado to disengage while you pick a target that you wished would no longer exist in this mortal plane. So at level 22, more Nados, that's just good time for everyone.
Absolutely.
That's not on the enemy team.
Especially if Bry goes for that upgrade on NGS, he's going to have that probably every 15 to 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Ah, that good old Asmodan ult. Look how much of that fort got lost just for one little stupid ult.
That being said, POA are defending this just as well as they can. They also have their own little intricate combos here, of course, you know, with the mind control coming out, the light bomb to follow it up, Blaze light bomb classic. We see that all the time here. So definitely still ways POA can turn these fights around, especially if we can just have Anduin sidestep that snowball. Anybody who they want to jump on top of, you can drop that light bomb, and then instantly you've got yourself a 5-man light bomb.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I see. Bird is still on the stay a while and take a nap train, which that is my preferred ult too. Not to discredit that. I do like telling long-winded stories that bore people to death. I had nothing further to add to that.
I mean, you know, fair, Sam. I feel like I always end up telling a story like I do right now, and everyone's just like, like shut up. Like nobody cares.
That's not true. The otters care, I think. It's actually pretty even. Other than POA, I like using better. Wait, never mind. I was gonna say they had mid fort, but that's probably not gonna be true very long. But you know what? POA stealing their camp in the bottom right, being aware that, you know, that fort maybe isn't the highest value. Like they're not gonna stop that from happening, so you might as well get value somewhere else. And they've got a really strong push in that bot lane, getting chip damage on that wall already. I really like the way that they're playing this map, to be honest, even against the toxic Asmodan.
Both teams are playing their comps extremely well. Down on the bottom, BFT, they didn't have that level 20. They couldn't take a fight. There was no point in really defending that fort. So they just hung out, took those camps to get a little bit of extra XP. We have to go, of course, clear now. We do have this bottom point available, which several members are on. Honey Bear sleeping in the corner. We'll see if anybody scouts that out. Nobody looking. Alumni Bry getting close,
there
though.
It is.
Oh, Asmodan finds it. Oh
yeah.
No, Honey Bear! Honey Bear! Anyone gets the Desperate Prayer up. It's not going to be enough, though. We sent to the Shadow Realm thanks to that snowball. We are going to see Barista traded out for that as well, though. Going to see so much damage coming out. 2-man Spear. But it's going to be saved by Sergeant Scoops. Imperious ends up going down. Asmodan will fall. Sylvanas just popping off here with help from those turrets. The rest of the members just have to back it on up. 2 for 3.
I mean, Anduin's broken, right?
He's pretty gosh darn good.
Like, I'm just saying, like, Anduin's broken, right? I don't know what else to say there.
Everybody keeps saying that Brightwing is the most OP support in the game, and I don't know if that's necessarily true.
I want her to be. She's probably second now.
Yeah.
I think that because they buffed Anduin recently, and I think those buffs kind of put him a little bit above. But like, you see, like it's like Anduin enables this Orion Sylvanas, right? Because they can do whatever the hell they want, knowing that there's a pull that gets them out of trouble.
Right.
Knowing that there's a lot of extra healing that can go get and be involved to get them out of trouble, and an extra route to disengage. Like, I think the Anduin just enables your DPS in such a strong manner, and I do like this though. Like, BFT clearly like, hey, hopefully you can stay in this long enough because we're coming to kill you. There goes the snowball
Ryan.
though. Yeah, Anduin needs to get out of that. Needs to get out.
I was gonna say nobody even gets out. They know at that point. Like, if I'm Orion right there, I'm like, well, unfortunately, you know, y'all just get to safety. And that is one of the downsides of having this objective. It's just fighting behind it is so very risky, especially when you've got 2 of your better disengages in. You know, Tychus does have a mild form of disengage or engage, however you want to look at it. Snipe kill with that grenade. Anduin, though, being the big winner there, all the heals, all the pulls and whatnot. But yeah, So they do end up sniping the kill, of course. They trade a keep for it, which isn't necessarily where they want to be, I'm sure. But they're going to push in here just as well. The front wall will go down. 20 seconds on Sylvanas. They don't have an insane amount of poke, so we'll see what they can get done. Zednam has gone for that bigger snowball. He's also gone for the 2 charges, so they can keep this shut off for quite some time. Asmodan coming down here. And amazingly, BFT are just going to trade this out.
Can we address real quick how wrong chat is? I will not stand for Anduin being listed 4th, particularly behind Lucio, who is not nearly as good after his nerfs. How dare you? I will listen to the Brightwing argument because I do believe that is an actual discussion to be had. But Anduin is definitely better than Stukov and definitely better than Lucio right now, and I will be happy to prove that case as a support main.
I see Blaze pushed away so they can go ahead and grab this. Using the pull to bring him back in. Not 100% on board with that move. Maybe they were looking to get in even faster. Just going to back away, though. He does have 2 pulls, so they can't continue to look here. And I think the biggest thing with the Anduin, Stukio, Brightwing, you know, Lucio argument it's just, you know, what your team comp is trying to do. Yeah, but the big thing I think is Anduin works in all those comps. Obviously, Brightwing is more powerful into X comp, is weak against Y comp. Same thing with Stukov, same thing with Lucio. And I don't necessarily feel like Anduin has the same drawbacks that a lot of the other supports do. Even diving Anduin, right, can be kind of difficult because if you can't burst him before that light bomb goes off, he can just drop it on himself and get away with the shield. And hopefully by the time it takes all that to happen, your tank gives, you know, a modicum of a shit about your life, and that they can turn around and help you. So I think that's really why Anduin stands out right now.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm pretty sure Wind Up Bird is trolling us, because if anyone says that Rhaegar is better than Anduin, that person is insane, because Rhaegar is probably one of the worst supports in the game right now.
I would go as far as saying he is the worst. I think even Tyrande is better than him, because Tyrande has her plays. Whitemane has her plays. Rhaegar, you know, there's really nobody who kind of does. Rhaegar doesn't do anything better than any of the supports, in my humble gold opinion.
I actually think Whitemane is probably the worst, and that hurts me to say. I think so. I think Rhaegar still has his place with the Bloodlust comp, or a little bit extra CC, a little bit of extra wave clear, camp clear. Like, he can do that at least. Whitemane works in very specific comps against very specific enemy teams. Like,
I guess that's fair.
She has so many, like, I feel, you know, additives to get her to work. Tryzen Wolf.
Oh.
Anduin 10th and win. You know what? Masters, please. Those Masters players are all like Plat and Diamond players before HCC died. Come on. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest with the state of hoops. It's not everyone left.
There's a lot happening on screen right now. Imperius is going down like a lead balloon. We are going to see May traded out. That's a 3-man snowball, though. The more NATOs just decimating the health bars of POA. Out comes the Hyperion. It looks like it's low. That is going to be Asmodan going down next, though. Batista will not find anybody just yet. Pants is low. Sylv giving her life for the greater good. Raynor goes down. That's a 5-man team wipe.
They end, right?
And even though there is no Sylvanas, I'd really like to see them end here.
Yeah, they're ending. Honey Bear is all for this. Honey Bear is all for this.
Uh-oh, gotta get the camp.
I think they end here, right? 30 seconds?
They should end here. I would like to see them
Yeah, they got
end.
this.
I mean, it's 18 seconds until Imperius is back. I don't think Imperius can 1v for them. The core has fallen quickly. The next DPS is Asmodan at 20 seconds.
No, but we're at 23 minutes in, right? Like,
right. Yeah, they're just going to go through and end here unless.
You know what? You know what?
Bride. Now's the time to. Oh,
no, this is game over.
That's it. GG.
I want some Division B teams to take note, and probably even some A teams. This is a Division D team, and they recognize when to end.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. I'm not going to call any teams, but that they recognize when to end. I'm just saying.
Doc's got a point though. If there are camps up, then you can't end. That's the rule.
Oh, that is the rule. Like so I know POA did a fantastic job there recognizing the fact that they got a 5 individual kill, right? Only lost 1. Yes, it was Sylvanas, which kind of hurts in their race a little bit. But the fact is, they got 5 people dead, 23 minutes into the game. Like, it's over. You can kill a keep within, as you noticed, like what, 10? They killed it, what, 15 seconds?
Yeah, that was really quick.
Without Sylvanas. Like, that late in the game, it's so easy to finish off a core. And with a keep already down, like, fantastic job reading that and getting that, and just kind of ending that game when they could. They did a really fantastic job in their team fights. Honestly, I was really enjoying that late game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hats off to POA just for understanding, like, we're gonna lose the early game. That's fine. Imperius, he's very strong early game, but he does fall off, especially not with that, or not having that angelic armament really hurts his sustainability there. So really great play by them. They know Zul would scale Sylvanas. It didn't go any of the, I don't believe she went any of the scaling talents, but that's okay. Nobody ever wants to go quest. You go quest, everyone flames you. So really, really well done. They responded to Azmodan well a couple of times. Those heroics came out, and the whole team was there just to clear them up. So instead of losing a whole fort, you lost half. But on the same coin, I wouldn't be surprised this goes to game number 3, just due to the fact that BFT, they really had a lot in their back pocket. After that protector, some teams will scramble. Oh no, we lost a keep. What do we do now? They understood they could push well, so they just turned right back around, chased that protector all the way back into base, and took a keep of their own. And this is, like you were saying about the Div B and the Div A teams, please take note of this, because this is some of the best just map awareness that I've seen in the game. They got the kill. They knew 2 people were in the protector. They had to walk to safety because Tychus and Anduin are very squishy, couldn't come out around those 5 heroes. So they just took a keep. What are you going to do to stop them? The protector doesn't do much in a team fight. Really great job to both the teams so far.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I could see us going to game 3 for sure, because this was really close. And I think that's why I'm so impressed with POA's recognition, being able to end right there. Because even though they basically guaranteed the protector, but that could have been defended by BFT. And it was really one team fight away from someone winning, right? Because there was an opening lane on both sides. So great job to them, and we might be here for a while.
Especially with our next map coming up here, it is going to be Towers of Doom. So let's go ahead and update that. If you're just now joining us, then welcome. My name is Jinxie Cat. With me is the wonderful Linehouse. We are casting Nexus Gaming Series Division D Southeast. Is Protectors of Auir and Bunker Fun Time. POA has one up over the members of BFT, but they still got plenty of gas to bring it on back. So let's update these maps super quick, and then I think it's time for a drinks refill. I don't know about you, Lion.
Yeah, I'm going to set up my green screen. I think it has to be floating head.
Absolutely. All right, it looks like this was first draft going over to the wrong team. I'm in the wrong map. Whoops, I'm in the wrong game. My bad. We're not playing. I was sitting there, I was like, team 2 has the draft again. And nope, clicked the wrong. We're not going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. There we are. All right, I'm going to throw it over to the maps here, and then, we'll continue on with our Be Right Back screen, and you guys can all grab a drink too. Thanks so much for hanging out. This was picked by first draft going over to team 2. So once again, this is picked by the members of Protectors of Auir. All right, we'll see you guys in just a second.
Can see it all. Cameras to capture your image at City Hall. my revolution, I really give it to y'all. Is the army that bands against bands of dead presidents, determining life of mankind of cancerous, how we breathe vapor. We got us bleeding in streets for cheap paper. Assemble the masses, melt the plastic, compound, realign the shit gets drastic. Hit the fail, then the systems are mastered. The pyramid scheme of government ranking. Around with the power with Charles Jurassic. Nation T-Rex with covert tactics. Rise from the ashes, take back the atlas. Bring the man. It's the army that bands against bands of dead presidents, determining life of mankind of cancerous, how we breathe vapor.
Wait, try to do the.
All right.
Oh, it's yeah.
Here,
It's
I
not
can
fully
maybe
disembodied.
fix your camera to do it. Hello, friends. Welcome back.
There it is. Yes.
There it
look at
is.
minor adjustments.
If I adjust, I'm trying to see if I can't adjust your filters to make you just a floating head.
Right. Yeah. Actually, let me do this then. See if I can tuck these in. I mean, I'm basically disappearing now. I'm like a ghost. That's perfect. That's
All
nice.
right, very good, excellent. All right, I'm gonna let the teams know that we're ready. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging around.
I could do this too.
And dealing with our silliness.
The dark
man.
side of the hoots.
I feel like last season.
Hello.
The worst part is I have yellow like on my shirt, so whenever I get really excited, like I lean back and I'm just like chilling. Sometimes it'll eat like my bosom, and then I just have like a hole where my heart should be, which you know is fair. I feel like last season teams were like, oh yay, like Jinxie is casting us, and now this season they're like, oh no. Oh, we got Jinxie.
That's how they've always felt when Snag and I would cast people. So. Don't worry, Gibbs. You'll see the head's even more dealt with. This is actually I need to do the I need to do the Emperor Mousatine voice. I think.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. We're going to Towers of Doom next. This is gonna be a map to die. I can't.
You know, valiant effort.
It's just too corny. So who picked this? Team 2. Okay, so POA picked this
POA
map?
picked this one yet again. Looking like the half Palpatine hologram from the prequels. Hey, this is a $7 production, right?
It's true. It's true.
Yes.
You will fall to the dark side.
I will fall to the dark side.
We have cookies.
Ooh, well, I'm 100% down.
But see, that's how we always get them.
Yep.
That's why Anakin came over. I don't know if y'all know that. That's for the cookies.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Oh, not ready.
Just kidding.
Oh, it turns out it would be good to... Oh, somebody left. I don't know if somebody left intentionally or if that was an accident, but I think we're good now. And, you know, speaking of a $7 production, first and foremost, Tetra, thank you for the subscription. 23 months. That's a lot of months. I agree. Thank you so much. Almost 2 years of putting up with this BS.
This is the hour of the
Brainer,
Scourge.
thank you also for subscribing. And welcome back to the Undead Army, my dears. I really, really appreciate you. I'm going to try and break my stream manager so I can get everybody, because we did have a couple of follows as well. So thank you, everybody who's following. Fig Double, thank you for the follow. Alt Odie, Bassoonist, and Good Luck Have Tacos. It's a great name. Thank you, everybody, for following. Welcome to the stream. It doesn't get any better than this. And then remember, if you enjoy my Cocaster here, make sure to check out !Cocaster in chat. And go ahead and give Linehouse a follow, even though you'll probably see him on here more.
It's Emperor Mousatine.
Emperor
right now. Excuse you.
Mousatine, my
Thank you.
apologies. Should I
Yeah, thank you.
change
Do we have
it?
the flawless button?
I did not add it, I'm afraid.
What?
I know.
See.
You
That's
send
when
it
you
to me,
come
I
to
can
the dark
probably
side
add it
faster.
right now.
I have it on my stream deck. Do I kind of send it? Or do you have? It's just the sound file you sent me.
I don't remember
Or
where
do I
I
have
put
to
it.
send? I can look.
All right, heading over to Towers of Doom. Let's talk about our wonderful teams here. POA is up 1 in this best of 3 series. Still plenty of action to come round, as Stukov is going to be the first ban here from the members of Bunker Funtime, who have grabbed that first pick in this second game here. Once again, Samuro gonna be banned away. What are the rest of the members thinking?
Oh, but if you look in your DMs, you'll see the my flawless short
doing
version.
it right now.
Toxic Samuro's also been banned again with the Stuki Buki, so we got the same bans a little bit. It was the same round of game 1.
I'm on this.
Just want to say that this is Towers of Doom, and Samuro's toxic on every map, so it doesn't really matter. It's probably still a good ban.
Yeah, absolutely. Sylvanas, once again, going to be banned away. And, you know, that's fair. After last game, I 100% understand where the Sylvanas is coming from, because
Still the Stitches ban. Interesting. I thought the May was played pretty well.
I agree. Once again, Asmodan going to come back out here. And I guess it really just comes down to what you don't want to play against.
No, my flawless!
Like, do we want to play against the May? Like, the May was really frustrating to play against, but I feel like Stitches has so much less counterplay. Okay, Galaxy
I
Brain.
see.
If we take the May, we don't have to play against it.
Big brain right there. I see you too. Know how to counter heroes from enemy teams. Halfway, yeah, you know what? That's true. I'm not. It's more of a Batman voice. That's why I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm not happy with the Palpatine voice. I feel like it could be better. It could be better.
That's what you should spend
Like,
your
it's
free
like
time on.
It's like a cackling like old man type thing. You know, like if you don't know the power of the Asmodan, but I can't really do it. Like, it feels like really hard. I feel like it's not really there.
That's like, I've tried for years to do an Arthas voice, and just being a woman, it's not possible. I've tried to pull my voice from every corner of my body, and I can't do it, and it breaks my heart. What breaks my heart even more is the Decker Kane band, because I love those Lornados. I'm excited to see them. I like to see the heroics that we don't get to see too often. And last game we had a fair share of them from, both teams, but especially from BFT, who like to have a good time. And speaking of having a good time, they're getting rid of that Zool, because heck in a handbasket, that was a pain in the butt to deal with.
Would you say that wasn't a good time? Eh? You see what I did there? Because you said okay. Anyway, let's see what they let's see what. Tassadar and Cassia. You know what? Remember when those used to be the super duper OP DPS?
Yeah.
That was an annoying 6 months.
The last year of Heroes, I guess they've been working on it more because everybody's bored at home and they've got nothing better to do than implement Heroes patches. There have been so many just heroes and reworks, which is super exciting for, you know, if you like to play Vala, you know, the Vala is pretty much good wherever now. Tassadar, Cassia in the same boat because Cassia was atrocious before her rework. But yeah, those days you're just like, oh, they picked Cassia, we forgot to ban it, like GG. I'm gonna go take a shower. Let me know when this game is over, guys. Cassadar. Oh yeah, he's OP.
Nazebro. So I see POA says we will raise you your toxic hero for our toxic hero.
I feel like Nazebo is a little bit more toxic because he actually has poison damage.
Yeah, but Asmodan is like still the ultimate lane pusher.
No, absolutely.
All right. Is that Nano Boost Anna or Eye of Horus? And if it's Nano Boost Anna, who are they nano boosting? Is it the Malthael with the not the Last Rites? What the hell's the other one called?
Tormented Souls?
Thank you. Yes. Is it Tormented Souls?
I hope so. That's fun. And VFT, they're a fun team. The FT stands for fun team.
I have to cover my eyes. Sorry, I'm not covering my eyes for this. It's not really the whole thing.
It doesn't stand for fun team. All right. It stands for fun time. I feel like I have to clarify that after we flamed enough casters in NGS for our team. All right. If you'd like, you can take the team with the pronounceable names this time
Are
round.
you kidding me? There's like icky plick tick. I don't know how to pronounce that. Shh. No, I'm good.
All right. Well then, POA looking to bring it home with the domination. We have Iplictic on that May. We've got Orion on the Cassia. We've got Sergeant Scoops once again on the Anduin. Pants is your Tassadar, and Honey Bear will be your Nazebo.
And on the side of BFT, I was gonna try to do the, do I want to do the voice? I was gonna try to do like a Palpatine voice, but I don't think I can do it. They're actually being toxic in the bot lane right now. Let's see what BFT is doing. I'm not even like, I haven't even been able to say their team name yet. So on the side of BFT, we have Zed on the Johanna, Batista on the Falstad, you said Misery Sin,
Misery
right?
Sin.
Misery Sin on the Anna, Trip, once again on the Asmo, and Bri. I was gonna say Bri again. Bri on the Malthael. You can tell it's not been working. Oh.
The biggest thing for you, Zed didn't have that iron skin up, ended up going down there. First blood for the members of POA. Looking for some retaliation after game number 1. They stop bullying our off lane. Oh, speaking of, goodbye, Batista. Oh, unless, is he a Chad? Oh, nope. Unlucky.
Unlucky. I mean, who would have known that being on the opposite side of the enemy team would end in such travesty?
But does tend to happen sometimes. It turns out if a bunch of guys want to kill you and you're in a position to die, they will kill you.
Hey, do you want to watch the passing of the offlaners right now? There we go.
Yeah.
Honey Bear just briefly saw alumni, and actually they threw spiders. You know what, Honey Bear? That is not respecting the passing accords. Okay, I'm just saying. Like, you know, how dare you try to do a little bit of an extra edge to slow down a rotation? That's just rude, and I can tell alumni is not gonna have any of it.
Oh,
can they get this? No. I think
Very
they need
close.
to be a little bit more patient, like just a little bit more patient on that. Also, if they had level 10, that's a dead.
Batista just got triple H.
Who's that? I'm kidding. Anyway.
It's camp time. Everybody loves those favorite pumpkin camp time. Oh, invading the
invade?
pumpkins. They don't get it. Interesting enough, just taking a look at these talents here again. We've got double blinds coming out from Johanna with the Zealous Glare, which we typically don't see. You know, it's usually the extra globe and extra healings from Laws of Hope. And then even spicier here, we've got Dishonorable Discharge Falstad line.
Wow. I was actually looking at Thing of the Deep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's
Nazebro.
also... Lots of different unusual picks here for the talents.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, is that still the mage build, right, for Falstad?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst
I don't think
thing in
anything
the
wrong with
world.
that.
Zednum. He doesn't have his iron skin. Ooh, the unkillable tank is in fact killable. Scopes is gonna grab this bottom altar
Ooh,
here.
Pants trying to get a little bit of extra DPS. If they had their level 7s, that actually might have been a dead Ana. Right? Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The hard thing
Yeah,
about
with
Ana is when to know to go in and out of cowboy mode.
First of all, you're always in cowboy mode, and if you're not, you're just a coward. Obviously. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, that cowboy mode just means that you know that you are the boss, or something like that. I don't know where I'm going with this. Hey, do you see at the rip the flawless? Every time,
right.
Gibbs.
We had a flawless.
Every time.
Oh, I put it
2
on.
deaths in the Johanna, 1 death in the Falstad, so we only have flawlesses for the other 8 people. Have to go.
I actually ended up putting it on the wrong slide. You talk about the game. I'm gonna move it.
Yes, there is a game going on with a rotation. Is it going to happen mid for POA? Or they're gonna
No,
stay
my
bottom?
fault!
No, I guess they're watching the Falstad rotation. I don't. Okay, they are going to go finally to the mid. I'm going to look at the top lane actually. Wait, where are we on the? Okay, we're actually at mid. There we are, top. Like, where are we actually for the rest of you? So far, Alumni has been able to. I think looks like they're pretty much dominating this lane with the Zebro. And I feel like the Tacitor has to keep coming up. Like, it's very clear to me that the Mouthdale, I think, is pretty much winning the double soak battles right now. I'm very curious to see what are we gonna do. What do we do at level 7 Tacitor? Is that the what I think it is? Beam alignment. It is not. Interesting. Beam alignment.
I haven't seen this one in a while. I actually had to look
Fully
over
charged.
it. So reduces the mana cooldown. Beam is fully
Why
charged.
would you do this over the whatever that other one's called that has another lightning storm or whatever the F that's called above it? I'm trying to figure out what the plan is with that. Is that just it is an extra slow. Are they trying to lock someone in place a bit longer, maybe?
That could be the plan. Johanna has also gone for the subdue, so maybe we're just looking to hold folks down forever.
But that's at full charge. I feel like that's a lot of standing around for a Tacitor.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's not an insane amount of engage from the side of POA, though, so I don't feel like that's a bad thing for Task to just kind of be hanging around. We're taking a look through here. Mason take a little bit of damage. Falstad takes a little bit of damage. You know, like, first and foremost, we've got 3 DPS. Oh, top. Oh, who's it gonna be?
Wait.
Unless.
Unless no
both.
one dies. You know what? We came top for nothing.
Oh, making a D. Oh, Tribor. Oh, name's coming out. There's a good wall, Asmodean. Oh, the Anduin autos is not gonna be. Oh, unless, nope.
See, if they had that level 7, I don't know if they would that. What's the level 7 I'm thinking of for Tacitor? Remember what it's called? The one that has a little.
If anyone
extra
plays
light.
Tacitor in the chat, please let me know because I don't know.
I just forget. I know
Same.
what they do. I don't know what they're called. I have other things to memorize in life.
You're telling me you're not memorizing all 10 heroes, 7 talent tiers with 3 talents apiece? Come on, Linehouse.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I am, in fact, a piece of shit. That's true. That's a top camp take. If that Zebro notices it, can they take that back? Maybe, but I don't think they're going to notice that. Yeah. Oh, no. That's going to be a pretty strong push now, and Alumni is going to come down. They're going to be a little late, but they have Pale Horse, so they shouldn't. Oh, I guess never mind. They got
Amazing, kind of a
dismounted for Honey
spicy
Bear.
position. Level 10s are available for both teams. Ice Wall is going to come out here. Big glow from Asmodean. There's going to be the All Shall Burn. Nazio actually ends up going down in the top lane. And as we take a look here from Mouthdale, it is going to be last right. So no nano boost onto the Tormented Souls. I couldn't remember it there for a minute. And the members of BFT are fighting back in the mid lane, you know, giving it as good as they get. They're just going to continue to push in here. Their off lane is doing pretty gosh darn good, and I think that's kind of where POA are struggling is they're going to have an insane amount of DPS come level 20, and they're on good way to get there. In fact, look at Nazeebo. He's got 109 stacks already of Voodoo Ritual. Unfortunately for them, though, that means they're losing out on a little bit of extra damage, or excuse me, a little bit of extra sustain from their damage. Ooh, Zednum gonna avoid the cast, yeah, but it may not be enough to save his life. Ana gonna try and heal him out.
No,
Great use of the sleep dart there. Oh, the Wise Wall catches 3, but Pans has been gusted into the back line with the whole U.S. Army. Scoops on their last leg. Malthael is chasing folks down. May has no mana. Orion trying to get out of there. Last right's coming through. It's not going to end up killing her. She grabs her extra little bit of healing from the fountain, but this bottom lane is in for a rough time.
Did you see what Zed did there? They noticed there was a rotation going toward their camp that the rest of their team was currently taking. He distracted them long enough so that the team could get the camp with no problem and then be able to be in position for the fight. Now, and then the Ana was able to save them from dying because it was getting kind of ugly there. But I thought that was really well executed again. Like just being that little bit of a bait, right? Just all you need are seconds sometimes, because I think that the whole team of POA would have been able to take that camp if they just kept going and ignored the Johanna. So they did exactly what they needed to do in that situation.
Right. Yeah, it was a really, really solid play. Hats off to them. I think what a lot of people forget when playing is that your health is a resource too, right? And it's your job, your support job to keep you alive, not comfortable. So sacrificing some of that is totally fine. Speaking of sacrificing health, and some Light Bomb come out. There's going to be once again Asmodean Heroic coming through their last rights will finish off Scoops. Orion very low. The next to fall on the chopping block guard will come out. Honey Bear, though, doesn't have a safe place to retreat, and that is going to be 3, potentially 4. Yeah, definitely 4 coming out there from the side of BFT, and now this map is their oyster.
See, this is where I'm still kind of confused by the Tassadar picks, because I feel like that was an excellent poke hero, right? To kind of just keep the enemy team uncomfortable, but then they took a talent that forces them to stand in place in AA, a team that has, like, you know, on a sleep dart.
Right.
Falstad Gauss. Asmodean says, I have a big ball of love coming your way to stand still long enough. So I'm trying to figure out what was the, like, I want to know, I wish I understood what the logic was. Like, I feel it's supposed to be synergistic with the team, but I feel like that extra burst of damage would have been a lot better for them overall. Yeah, and I do agree that Spider build from the Zebro Bird, Why Not Bird, would probably be helpful. Like, again, they're missing that poke, and they had 2 heroes that can do that, and they went talents that don't let them poke.
Right.
Like, as effectively.
Yeah, I'm not... if they end up winning, we'll have to ask them, but some interesting plays coming out all around. You know, I'm sure it makes sense to the teams right now, and then in hindsight, maybe you're like, ah, well, I shouldn't.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, I'm
Right.
wondering. I wish I knew what the plan was. Like, I do agree. I think there's an actual strategy to it. I just don't see what it is, unfortunately. Nice pull, though.
Yeah.
And that's why Anduin is a top 2 support. Chat.
The funny thing about Anduin is before he came out, when I was on an old team, we always used to make the joke, your support is a lifesaver, not a mistake fixer. And what that means is they can keep you alive. Oh, goodbye. Gonna get a small interrupt off. Is it gonna be enough? This is a great play by POA. Heads up play from them. Nobody's gonna be able to get through. Great wall from Tass. And they're gonna grab both of these, which is really good for them because they need it. Top has been taken too, if folks aren't aware of that. Bottom is in favor of red as well here. And we could be looking at the BFT 6 cap here in a moment.
Yeah, that's a great 2 cap for them though, because like you said, like that's a lot of shots, right? That is 6 shots their way. If they don't cap 2 of those, it's an extra 6 shots they basically negated. They would have been at 11. Like, getting that extra pick on the fall stat, recognizing that rotation, that was really well done. And like that's why it's like, it's so... This is going to game 3, isn't it? Like, I think, is BFT going to win this, or we're going to go to game 3? I feel like it's going to happen.
Ooh, last right's coming through onto Honey Bear. They don't have the ice block. Oh, they've gone for the superstition here. This one I'm not 100% on board with. There isn't an insane amount of auto attack. Like Falstad, I mean, he auto attacks pretty heavy, but based on the build he's gone, you know, he doesn't have super amazing powerful auto attacks. However, that last right, it didn't have to end that way.
Not like this. Not like this. I will listen to the arguments for the other talents. Not picking Ice Block is a crime. Into a Malthael that has last rights. And you're the off-lane opposition.
The other talents are good. I've never, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I will listen to the argument because I'm sure there's a reasoning for those talents. That's why I'm not gonna say that the wrong pick. I think they were the plan in place. But the Ice Block, and the lack of it, I do question that. Nice little ice wall, though.
Oh, this might be the turning point, though. We're going to see the... Oh, light doesn't connect. The Valkyrie will, though. That is going to be the Nano Malthael coming in. Last rights once again. Great healing from Anduin. Honey Bear will go down in the end. Those scoops is low. Great gust from Falstad. Only Orion manages to squeak away.
That's GG, right? That's 6 cap. They can 6 cap here. Yeah, and they're gonna get 2 towers.
Well, I think our next
Well
series
played.
is gonna be. They're gonna have to wait a couple of minutes for us. That's okay though. I already asked them. They said it was cool.
Okay, cool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
There's the 6 cap. It's just Orion here. They don't even have the Valkyrie to try and help him out with a little death zone cheekiness here. So just gonna try to jump away versus Alumni Bry. And right now it's so hard for Orion. What can you do? They're still 17. Ooh, actually, less than 17.
Yeah.
9 shots here. I think that's going to be, we're looking at the beginning of the end here, folks. Cassia can
here comes the final
do
shot.
not much. Yeah, blue team is calling GG. That's going to be game number 2. So game number 3 is on the horizon, folks. Great comeback from BFT. Just stay and chill for that early game. Again, you know, very similar to POA. They're having a very rough early game. They're like, you know what? It's fine. We can just hang out. We're super strong mid game, and that's when we'll turn it around. And they did. So excellent job by BFT.
Yeah. BFT channeled their hatred in game number 2 to secure that victory. We're gonna go to game number 3 very shortly. I can't do that voice for very long. It kind of hurts.
It sounds painful. Taking a look at the stats here, 4-12 in favor of BFT. And again, I like triple support comps. I definitely think that they have a place in the meta. The hard thing with Nazebo, though, and I find that even after his power spikes changes, which they did end up going this way, I'm kind of curious about that. Maybe for the extra poke on the altars, which would make sense. But the biggest downside of Nazebo, right, is you're saying we're playing for 20. We want to go to 20, and once we get to 20, then we will win the game. However, in this day and age for heroes, a lot of games don't go to 20, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, too, at level 20, it's literally win one team fight and you win the game.
Right.
So it's a completely different strategy than just trying to get yourself in position to win at level 20, because it doesn't matter how strong you are. I guess sometimes it's just if you lose that one team fight, it's still over.
Right.
And particularly if you've been losing all game and someone has a win condition opened up, it doesn't even take a full team wipe. Just like three people dying, game over.
Even just big people, you know, if you've got a team that doesn't really push, and say you've got like a Samurai or something that has the best ability of defending minions or whatever. Take out one person, take out that important piece, and your Samurai can go backdoor the core, or, you know, if they don't have Sylvanas, then we can just end because the rest of their team doesn't do whatever. I guess maybe not Sylvanas, like a hyper carry comp, like if you kill a Vala and a hyper carry, then you can just go end.
That being said, I thought both teams were playing still really well. And not
Yeah,
really surprising that we're going to go to
absolutely.
game number 3. So we'll see who will channel the inner hatred better and come out ahead. And I think we're going to have to skip a post-game interview.
Unfortunately, it's looking that way, unless this next comp is run really, 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 really quickly.
Just go Juice Pirates. Easy.
just at the teams, just juice for us, please.
please juice.
Hey, can you guys do a base race on like Cursed Hollow?
Oh, base racing.
Try and beat the Matt series.
Yeah, wasn't that a 4-minute game on Cursed Hollow? Was it 4
Yeah.
minutes? 3 minutes? How long was that? The shortest game in NGS history.
Somebody's probably got to have the stats on that.
Yeah, I mean, you can just type it in like in the NGS Discord, and it will give you the match, and you can look it up real quick. But I think it was Cursed Hollow, and it was this 2 teams base racing. Yeah, that was exciting. Yawn.
Back in the day. I realized last game I finally did upload the flawless, but I didn't use it, so I'm gonna head back over to the game screen really quickly just so we can play it.
Okay. Oh, I don't hear it. That's right. That's
It's not playing. Why is it not playing?
No, my flawless!
Folks on the chat, I'll have to tell me if they can hear it, because here, let me set it to. I feel like I'm committed way too hard to the memes.
the memes. Let your memes be dreams. I should have listened to some Palpatine lines so I can get into that mindset. Palpatine.
It played for you guys? Oh, okay.
Voice.
Is this whenever I change? I bet you it's whenever I change it.
No, I don't. I want to actually hear him, not like his lines. 25 gray. Here we go. Okay. That's not. He's in Chancellor mode. That doesn't count. There we go.
Okay, you guys heard it. Very good. I know you must.
You have done well, Count Dooku. Okay, I can maybe do that.
All right, it looks like we are getting set up here for our game number 3, final game of the evening. Whoops, I have it on the wrong screen. Well, you guys are now aware it's gonna be Dragonshire.
Both teams have done well to reach game number 3. Let us see who will emerge victorious. I can't. This is really hard. I'm not gonna lie. But I will say I'm actually really comfortable in this hoodie.
It looks really comfortable.
Oh, wait, I'm like really off screen now. I'm like way down there. Hold on.
You're just a face at this point, not even a head. All right, so it looks like this was picked by the members of BFT, which makes sense. So we'll update that bad boy. And then, as always, second I move it over to the chat casters, we have to change the scene. So if you're just now joining us, welcome. We're going to hopefully fly through this Dragonshire game and then move on into our second series of the night. Unfortunately, it does mean we have to forego the interview, which I apologize to the teams. Unless they want to hang around for after our second West game of the night, then by all means, I would love to have them and talk about some games. So...
Yes.
Right.
Looks like Rock Your World says they will probably start game 1 without us. That makes sense.
Oh, that's unfortunate then. We may just call it tonight then.
Tetcher,
Love to see
that
where
was
the
a lot
game's
better.
at.
It was. Thank you, Tetcher. I thought that was better this time. Still hurt.
So game number 3 is going to be on Dragonshire. This was picked by BFT, and this is going to be our final match of the evening. It is 100% my bad for...
Oh, we can join them game 2 maybe.
Yeah, they sent me a message. They've got some folks who play on East Coast.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh, I got to bring Linehouse back because I realize that if I do move Discord, then no one can see you. I always forget that.
They can barely see me right now. Who amongst you is excited for Knights of the Old Republic being remade eventually sometime in the future?
What kind of game is that?
What?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Or is it a movie? I'm not a big. I'm not really into Star Wars.
It's a old RPG.
Okay, fine.
I think it was BioWare made it back in the day, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in chat will correct me if I'm wrong, because people know things.
Right.
It was really, really well done back then, and also introduced Darth Revan back in the day.
Mhm.
They're remaking it at some point in the future. I don't
Fine.
know what company's remaking it. I don't know if it's the same company or not, because I can't keep track of who bought whom and all that shit. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, that's a thing? What's a thing? I don't know how far back they are.
Yeah, I
Chat.
don't know.
I don't know how
They're
far
30
back they are.
seconds behind. Coming
Wait,
to
that's a
PS5
thing?
first, and then probably all other platforms.
Well, luckily I
Neat.
have a PS5, so
I thought about getting one, but
Good luck.
I don't know what I would play. I mean, well, yeah, I actually thought about getting a PS4 because I wanted to play the Spyro series, but that's all I'd play it for. And so, spending $200 plus the $60 on Spyro or whatever PS4s are going for now, because game consoles
was
really. I guess that's not
more
true. I was gonna say
expensive.
game consoles never really go like off their initial sale price. But that's just Nintendo consoles, because Nintendo is just Disney
That
in
good.
Japan.
but also that too. Yeah, so it was BioWare. Tetra confirmed, thank you. And it's Aspire? I don't know how to pronounce that, Cordona. But yeah, you're right. It's that company making it.
Nice.
And Tetra was not aware that KOTOR was being remade, so you are welcome. You can go Google the little teaser reveal. It's like a minute long. It doesn't tell you shit about the game, but it still looks pretty cool. Samuro being banned once again. That's just clearly a thing that they scouted. And Stukov. Hey, boo! Get better bands or new bands. How's that work?
I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Stitches. Yeah, they're clearly getting rid of things that they just don't want to play against. Which, I mean, I'm guilty of that too. If it's the other team's comfort, then you take away their comfort. You make them play something else and beat you on something else. Totally justifiable.
We're in a really interesting meta where you don't have to ban something. We're not banning Zagara anymore. We're not we're not forced to ban Valo or Cassia or Diva or any of the other things we've had to ban in 2021. So you can just look to ban away those comforts, ban away the heroes that you just really don't want to deal with for the comp you're going with. And I think that's awesome, because it really allows a lot more freedom to the game. Not just, well, one team picked first pick, so we lose our privilege to ban.
Exactly. Does anyone else, like Tetcher or I think Wono's still in chat too? Can you make a prediction? Because I've been trying to figure out how to do it and I cannot. And it's making me very upset.
Oh, no worries. I got you. If you want to talk about the draft that's going on right now, I can
Whoa,
do it. I just always forget.
That's a lot of work. Actually though, this time around they're taking the Anduin on the right and Johanna. So has this been just Johanna and May all night? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Just each team just kind of trading them off a little bit. This time Brightwing is going to be picked up on the side of POA. All right, so this is our first test case, right? X, not really, because individual skill still matters. But Brightwing and Anduin, the top two supports in the game, no matter what anyone else says, going at it for the title supreme. Zul being banned once again, clearly after game number 1. They don't want to deal with that again for the double soak potential. What are we going to get here? Are they going to take away... Not Mount... Oh, would they take away Mount? Was that big enough problem?
It caused a lot of problem in the last game. And Azimo could be fun here, too.
Yeah, they both could be good. You're right.
So they're going to go with the Falstad ban.
Yeah, that was good, too, because of the... They did really have great Gus last game.
Right.
In game 2. There was a Blaze, too. You are right. Sorry. I don't think of Blaze as a tank. I think of them as offlane, so I always forget about them. But you're right. There was a main tank Blaze. The best hero in the game. Wait. Is this double mage?
Yeah.
On Dragon Share?
Yeah, I mean, the wave clear will be insane with the Johanna
Freaking better be.
KT.
no way should live to see mid lane.
Damn. If this was a variant, then this would straight up be the cast of.
They just go beef, right? They go beef here, right?
Of like what, Burning Crusade?
Well, like you just take like yeah, you go beef. Yeah, Tychus and Dahaka.
Damn time.
This is interesting.
I mean, like they showed their hand. I don't know why they picked both mages there. That's weird. I wonder what the plan is, because like it was a good response by POA, right? They're going a little bit of a beef. Like Brightwing is now basically their squishiest player hero by far, but Dahaka can burrow in, tongue one of the mages pretty easily. I know there's an Anduin pull to save them, but Tychus doesn't he get spell armor at 13, right, or something like that?
Yeah, no, Tychus gets spell armor. This is very interesting by BFT. So they definitely have a plan.
Yeah, I just think POA, like, at least my initial thoughts, won this draft. Like they made a great response seeing the double mage, and I don't know if that was the plan already, but they adapted really well to that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, so what BFT can do though is at level 10 they can go Blessed Shield into a Leoric Entomb, and then that combined with KTZ and Kel'Thas is just, nobody really survives that, right? Especially if you go Phoenix or Pyroblast, either one could get value in an Entomb, and KTZ could go either Heroic and still get value. However, outside of that, I feel like POA has the upper hand.
This is the hour of the scourge.
Yeah, I'm just... That's a lot of what ifs.
Right.
Coming your way.
I'll make him hurry. I'm so sorry, Ghost Dunk. We're heading on into game number 3. Over here on the side of Protectors of Auir, we've got Iplictic once again on the May. Honey Bear will be your Dahaka. Orion rocking that. Asmodan. Pants is going to be your Tychus, and Sergeant Scoops will be your Brightwing.
And on the right-hand side for BFT, we got Zed on the Johanna, Batista on the Kael'thas, the KT, Trip Bar on the KTZ, the Kel'Thuzad, Misery Sin on the Anduin, and Bry on the Leo. Leo even loses the offlane.
Does Lyric lose to Dahaka?
Yeah,
Huh.
should. Well,
I
okay,
didn't know that.
should. Their drain is close to the same timer as their burrow, the burrow or whatever it's called.
Okay.
And then Dahaka can self-sustain pretty strongly.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that actually should be my campaign slogan, Tetcher. You're right. That's a lot of what ifs. Vote Linehouse 2021.
I mean, all you gotta do is just say a bunch of hateful things about
Anybody that's not white.
Yeah,
and
honestly,
you can get elected
I
in
was
this
trying to
country.
think, but yeah, just say anything about anybody. That's a lot of what ifs, and you two could be president.
What if we just didn't care about citizens one bit?
What if we invaded this camp here? Unfortunately, they still take it.
They kind of thought about that. Oh, wait, did someone... How did Dahaka die there?
Oh,
She's
Ryan has an
generation.
insane amount of technical skill. Like, just full stop.
Yeah. Cause yeah, I don't know how Dahaka dies there, but that's really well done by Bry. Bry? I forget.
Chat
They got
says
both
Bry,
channels.
so we're gonna go with Bry. If we're wrong, we'll ask them in chat. Ooh, that's a lot of KTZ damage though. That's gonna be a Mace stun in the back. Zednam gonna get saved by Misery Sin this time round, unless the poke not gonna come through this time round.
Did you notice that Dahaka, Honey Bear, almost killed Batista on Kael'thas in the mid lane, and actually Leoric's about to die right now.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Unless.
Yeah, Leoric's. Unless
Ooh, the
they got
Ossian
their
renewal.
level 1 back, and they're still gonna die.
And running. Okay,
Yeah,
there's
see,
the burrow.
there's the burrow. I
We
was
have-
watching this.
Ooh, the
Oh,
dodge.
get juked.
Oh, does he
Honey
get
Bear.
away? Oh my god, wait, there's the
Lemon
movement
Bear.
speed? The movement, yeah, he's just gonna get rid
Wait,
of it.
everyone's just juking everything right now.
Oh man, oh. These offlanes are so cool. Like I always say, I'm like, the coolest and most attractive players because we don't get to check in on them much. And then, you know, we just never see what happens and sometimes we miss their deaths. But like these guys are insane, so props to them. Also, there's a team fight happening bottom. Chain's coming out. KTZ at 10 stacks, 3 minutes into the game, which is pretty solid.
Yeah, Leoric did not go minion heals at one. They went Ocean Renewal, or Osian. I don't know how to pronounce that stupid talent, but that's how they were able to survive, though, right? They were able to pop it to live there during the Dahaka. But that being said, yeah, they lose the dragon. Dahaka grabs it. Yeah, Bree played that really well. That's why I'm wondering. Like, I kind of want to watch the offlane matchup again because I feel like maybe they're just out skilling right now the top lane. And Anduin though getting bursted really strongly. This is gonna be a bottom wall. Are they gonna get more?
Oh, Misery Sinasa. Ooh, I was gonna say be careful. Ooh. Steps up a little bit too much.
Yeah. Yeah. This is going about as expected so far.
See, when they took the first dragon, I was kind of like, oh, you know, like they got the dragon, but that's okay. First dragon doesn't really get you much. However, POA are playing this beautifully. They're going to get that bottom fort, which is going to make it even harder to grab that bottom point. They grab the well, of course, too. This dragon has 6 seconds and or, you know, a smidgen of health left. And we always say if you get the entire health bar and the entire timer on your objective, you have gotten every single bit of advantage you could from it. So great job, protectors of Auir, who are just really on top of this macro game, on top of understanding their advantages and putting them into play. Because they also grabbed this bottom camp. They're just all over the place on top of it.
Yeah, they're all over it. Fast rotations, hitting that bot fort early. I mean, like, I'm just trying to figure out what BFT is going to do because like you say, like, they got that bottom fort really easy, and part of that's because BFT's got 2 mages, and they really can't step up. Like, they don't have like that Tychus or that Rainer that can step up a little bit extra to get that little bit extra damage, right? They have to be very careful with their 2 mages.
Right. We take a look at these heroes. In fact, let's see if we can't look at KTZ right now, and it's not going to give me unless. Okay, so
14.
KTD, he does 103 as his base auto attack. Yeah, we compare that to someone like Tychus who attacks so rapidly. And Tychus is actually doing 69, 72 nice as he levels up.
Nice.
I don't really have any other auto attackers there. But remember, Tychus attacks at a range of about 2 seconds a second, or 2 autos a second, or 3 autos a second, really, really quickly. So that's almost triple what KTZ is putting out, at least double. So
plus they can step up more,
yeah,
get more HPs.
These autos aren't doing it. Now, once level 10 comes, once they get their CDR, once KTZ gets a spell power, then we'll start seeing some more. You know, BFT can take short, bursty fights, but they are going to suffer in this early game.
And that's exactly it. Like that's the way they win, right? They have to basically blow somebody up. They don't want prolonged team fights. They need to catch somebody out, probably with, you know, Johanna's shield, which is what they're looking for right now, and then they just incinerate whomever the hapless target is.
They did go for Phoenix. They have a little bit more sustained damage. Zedam does have to pop the Iron Skin here. Batista will be trapped on the other side of this wall. Oh, and Anduin just can't get away. Great zoning there from Dahaka. Honey Bear preventing the support from doing much of anything at all. Now all the ults are flying. We are going to see Misery Sin get caught by that isolation there. Little bit of damage from KTZ, does get caught in the May Blizzard, sitting at 17 stacks out of 30, so has slowed down just a bit. And that's kind of the problem, right? They can't take these sustained fights, especially once that KT goes down. That's kind of it for the side of BFT.
Actually, I thought they were going to turn there because like POA was a little bit of aggressive on that. Johanna had her ult, right? Well, I can't think of what's called off the top of my head right now.
She did use it in that fight.
Shield. She did eventually, yes, but I thought she was going to turn because they all were grouped.
Right.
So I thought she was going to turn, blast them with the shield, and all of a sudden both KTs were going to have a field day. Instead, Oh,
Ooh,
speaking of
there's
though.
gonna be the damage though. Blessed Shield comes out. Right Wing Teleport is gonna go through, connects on to Pan's Light Bomb. Not gonna connect for Leo there. They've used a lot of their engage tools, and again, this is the problem, is POA are just sustaining through all these team fights, so they drop those abilities, and then you're left with mage autos. To get Iflic Tech there, not going to make a difference, though. I think, May actually ended up with more health than when she walked in with, leaving out of there, because the mage autos just aren't doing it today.
Plus, they have Dahaka in the off lane. Like, they're able to just get all this extra soak, get a kill, frankly. And I know Leo has left finally, but, like, the power of having Dahaka, being able to get that extra soak, knowing that they can engage anytime they call for them, is such a powerful tool as well in this, and how these team fights are shaping up.
Really rough here. Dragon Knight is available for POA once again here. So we are just going to see Honeybear try to grab it. The whole team is here, though, pretty much to defend. The rest of the team is respawning. That is going to be Asman finishing their level 1. Blessed Shield coming out just to get to safety. Zednam is no mana. That's going to be their unstoppable out too. Ice Wall just to block him. They actually end up wasting a little bit of kill time there. Gets stuck in the Ice Wall, just trying to buy time for the rest of the team to get there. But I think at that point, you're dead no matter what. You're just trying to stall the death. This dragon is going mid, and we'll see what BFT does with it, because that's a dead fort.
Yeah, Dahaka's gonna go get top now. I'm thinking they already have wall. Never mind. Can they get a keep here? It's gonna be kind of tight to get a keep. Oh, there's Odin.
9-minute dragon. Odin coming down. There's just nothing to really defend with, unfortunately. Leo's up on the top dealing with Dahaka. The rest of the team is here. Dragon Knight, you can't really burst down. KT's trying to get stacked. 27 stacks on those chain stuffs. Just 3 more needed. But Keep goes down. They're working even further. Gonna get the kickoff onto Johanna so she can't engage. All right, there it is. Finally, a little bit of extra damage coming out. Tychus pops that spell armor. There's Brightwing. There's the disengaged Brightwing giving her life for the cause. Find a kick.
Brightwing pain for teacup sins.
His strength was never yours to keep.
Oh man.
You know, at this rate we might make our other game.
I believe they've already started, which is unfortunate because we're 2 minutes past starting time. But we'll have to see.
I mean, so I'm trying to figure out how BFT gets back into this, and I think this is just an inherent problem with Double Mage, honestly, particularly in this meta, is they're getting them low, but not low enough, and they're not able to secure kills, they're not able to defend the objective. They just so desperately need to get that pop-off wombo, and I'm not convinced that can happen right now.
I think Double Mage can work. It just, you can't show it before the last pick. You have to be a last pick, so you have to pick the map. I don't think Dragonshire is a great map for Double Mage. And then into something like a Brightwing, like a Mei, who of course has gone Spell Armor at level 4. It just doesn't work. Now, if you're going into like a hyper dive comp, then maybe you could argue dropping like KT Orphea with the Leo to just kind of box him in Dirty Bathtub. But I don't think that this is the right comp for what BFT are trying to do. Maybe, Braxis, like I could see this potentially working, but here on Dragonshire, the map is just too large.
Well, also to the point, like I'm wondering if POA changed their draft at all because they were alerted to Double Mage instead of like maybe taking the Leo there and then taking your Double Mage after the fact, or your second Mage after the fact. Because I feel like Leo is a safe enough pick. Yes, there is still matchups they lose to, but frankly, they're supposed to be losing this to Haka, and they really haven't been. So
right. Most of these games, they haven't been losing the matchup, and that's kind of the dance that you play when you're doing the draft, right? Like, at what point do you say, I can beat this off lane with, say something you're comfortable on? There were a couple of bans out there. Maybe they were directed at Alumni Bri. But I play something that I am comfortable with, and I think I can beat this off lane. So even if they get the favorable matchup, I can come out on top. Because in the end, they didn't pick the favorable matchup. And then you hide that for a little bit longer. So It is really interesting because I'm looking at the talents here. Tahaka didn't even go the spell armor at level 1, and he's totally fine. Brightwing with the spell armor is saving most folks. May hasn't dropped below 50% health this game. There's just really not much that BFT can do.
Oh man.
Ooh, light bomb for the dragon too feels kind of rough. The best thing you can do is just hope to get a shield there. Oh, May taking a bit of damage. There's a follow-up, and this is what they're looking for from the mouth of Babes. They get the kick off. May will end up going down. Tygus is able to just walk out. Dragon goes down. So
It turns out Dragon does not care about Engine.
right.
It's not like Deathwing. But yeah, that was their combo. They were actually able to secure a kill, and I mean, we say this. It's only 4 kills to 3. The only real issue is obviously the map.
Right.
And they should be looking aggressive here, right? And yeah, they're coming for that camp. I don't like that Anduin's in the front, but maybe they're just the one that happened to be the quickest to react. Not able to get to that camp in time. I think BFT could have had a little bit of faster rotation, knowing that that's where the most value was in the map at the time.
They can definitely still do this as they will continue to scale. I mean, KT has gone for the mana addict there, but just look at that. So much damage. Orion gonna get just saved by the Entomb there. Everybody's gonna get away. And I feel like the biggest problem that lies here for BFT isn't necessarily that they can't kill, because we have seen that they can't kill. So maybe that's not the right way to phrase it. They can't skirmish is their biggest problem. If it looks like still full health despite using their trait, they're gonna lots of damage coming out, but it's going to be the light bomb coming through. KT taking so much off them, but Anduin is the first to go down. Zedum is also very low. We are gonna trade support for tank here. Alumni Bry not gonna get out of this one. They're giving the old suck to Scopes, but
How is Dahaka still alive back here? This is ridiculous.
they can't do anything to him. Johanna's used all of her engaged tools. They're gonna get the stun off onto Sergeant Scoops there. 19 health. Oh, Batista though pays with their life.
Game over. Right? They just go in here.
Do they look to end here? That's the big question. If KTC can get big damage and they can defend it, but right now Joe needs to heal up.
Two catapults will be down here.
Scoops is low.
Oh,
Stun
trip bar
comes
though.
out. Ooh, that's a big KTZ combo. Oh, Trip Bar showing why the old KTZ is still out. But oh, Honey Bear will get the pop. We're gonna trade Tychus for KTZ. Leo will go down just as well. Killazone has returned. They have the advantage there. Stun coming out. Right wing goes down, and now Honey Bear is trapped with the whole enemy staring him down, just like Sarah Kerrigan, getting left in the back.
Yeah, look at this. Orion just leaving their team. Leaving their team behind. I don't blame them though. Someone had to get out of that.
I mean, you know.
That was well defended by BFT. They needed those combos to fly right there, and they made it work.
They lose a little bit of core percentage. This can be capped by the side of POA. I said that tentatively just because you could look to maybe May Ice Wall and then the follow-up Blizzard, but the rest of the objectives are being capped now. So, not gonna see this. Ooh, the Asmodan level 20 here. We're gonna do the extra damage so nobody can cap this just yet. But May gets too low, finally uses up her trait. So this is gonna be the first dragon going over to the side of the red team. And you know, sometimes all you need is one fight post 16 to win the game, even if you get bonked for the whole rest of it.
True story. This game is all about level 20 plus. Unless you win before that, of course. You know, that's quite the wave that's trying to build bottom, but can they just push and get a keep here?
Gotta commit to it is the big thing.
Yeah.
KTZ is in the dragon, which is probably the best case scenario. Killboss has to back. We are gonna see the ice wall come out. Now this is a heroic that will affect the dragon, but Dragon Knight just gonna back away. Blessed Shield coming out to get everybody out. Big bonk. We don't have spooky dash from KT.
Nice wall. Nice Entomb.
Ooh, Honey Bear almost finding him. Alumni Bride needs to be careful. They don't give a shit about Alumni Bride. They want Trip Bar, but they're not gonna find him. So all 4 of them will make it out alive. All 5 of them. Just kidding.
Everyone's alive.
They can't do anything on the map with this keep down is the hard thing. They're going to try. Zednam is very far forward coming in through here. Light Bomb will connect. That's 2 members. There's a lot of damage coming out. Ooh, Tahaka.
Ooh.
Really wishing they had that spell armor now. May running for her life just as well. Scoop's getting out of there with that pixie dust.
I mean, this comp, we're
right.
seeing this comp come alive at the end of the game, pretty much, right? Like this is what they want to do. They get those blow-ups, and now they want to take a uneven team fight right now. And I don't know. I think they need to leave that area. Like you got 5v4. Yeah, that was so close between the two. Can they go in there and get mid-key? Open up the win condition for themselves.
Ooh, they're gonna take the fight with the Knights, which isn't the worst objective in the world. You know, that does help you to grab that top fort or that top objective point, considering that every single fort is down for BFT. So they have those consistent catapults, giving a little bit extra map pressure. But again, with that keep down, Alumni Bride, gotta do the chores.
Gotta clean up the mess. Do the chores.
He is the
It is like
janitor.
it is like the chores for the. Oh, you should be clearing that lane. They don't need you on that camp, Bree. Right? Anduin's not.
Fry my guy.
Anduin, you are not wave clear. Why did they just walk right past that? Anyway, they're getting bought. Still pretty not a bad kind of like a reaction by the POA, knowing they're not gonna. Oh, but Haka just burrowed in. They're looking for something, but their DPS are actually cut off.
Zednam is all by himself. KTZ is all by himself. Light Bomb, though, saves the day. Blessed Shield will have to come out here as well. They're looking for Misery Sin, who will end up giving their life. Leo gonna go down just as well. Oh, Zednam is so low. That's gonna be the Iron Skin pop from the level 20. To get the extra bit damage. He's got 3 health coming out of there. Ooh, that's 3 for nothing. I think we're looking at the beginning of the end Linehouse.
I think that was slight overkill with 3 health and then getting popped by. I think Tychus hit them, right?
Yeah, got the grenade kill.
All right. Well, that is gonna finally be GG.
Game
Well
number
played,
3
POA.
and the series going over to POA. We'll be able to make the second game of our next series. Very good games, very close. We'll see where our other guys are at. And maybe we will get an interview after all. Nexus Gaming Series, thank you very much for the raiding party. We are just in game number 3 of our best of 3 series, but we've got potentially another one after this. We have to see where there's a little bit of miscommunication with the time. So the team had to start without us, unfortunately. But we'll see what we can't get. And
Whose teams were we?
it was supposed to be can't connect stuns and roll 1.
It says they're still in a lobby. Oh, they just started the custom.
Unfortunate. No worries. It's my bad.
Maybe 2 minutes ago.
Unlucky. All right. I actually...
And we have time for an interview.
We do. So if you want to message the team and maybe talk about these talents really quickly, someone in my home needs my help, so I'm going to dip out for just a second, but everybody can still see what's going on. So talk about some exciting stuff, and we will be right back for you folks with an interview with Protectors of Auir.
Oh, I have to carry this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Actually, I don't even remember. I already left the screen. Who's on this team? Orion. That's probably the one I hit up the first. Yeah. I don't know. I thought this game number 3 was really well done. Frankly, by the fact that they countered the double mage that was shown pretty effectively with the Dahaka and the Tychus. It kind of showed in the match as it went on. Oh, here we go. Let me whisper. But POA, I mean, this was a good series all around. All 3, yeah, I know, right? On the spot, trying to entertain. Wasn't ready to do this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in Cocaster mode, which is lazy mode. So it was actually a really good series. I I thought both teams played really strongly all the way through. I'm not really surprised to see that this went game 3, and I'm not surprised at all that POA was able to pull out with the victory. I think they won game number 1. Yeah, went 1-2, 1-1-1, I guess, if you want to think of it that way. I'm trying to see if we can get an interview with someone from POA as I wait for a response from Orion. I don't know. We can go look at chat. I can see what they did. Oh, thank God you're back.
There we go. Okay, now I'm back on stream as well. Sorry, I had a family member. You know when you open a closet and the stuff just comes tumbling down on you and you're trying to hold it, but you can't move anything, or stuff will start falling. We had a couple of just vases and things that were falling and didn't want to shatter, so I had to come help save the day. But we're all
I do
back.
have to get my cat. He wants to come in, so I'll be right back.
Aw, buddy. Let's take a look at our maps for folks who are just now joining us. We can still talk about the game, all that good stuff. So you can see, and then we're going to go into another series, and it's going to be kind of funky just due to the fact that, unfortunately for us, our games went a little bit over what we had intended. We'd asked the teams, do you mind waiting? And they said, no biggie, but they have some East Coast guys who really need to get to bed, and I totally understand. 100% my bad there. So.
Oh, I asked the wrong person for interview, apparently. Where do you want them?
All right, no worries. We can just have them jump into a lobby, and we'll jump in with them.
Any lobby, and we'll join. So it's gonna be Ed.
Ed, all right. There's some. I have a feeling that Ed is not Ed. Trying to see where our other team is.
Is it Zed?
At.
Is Zed Ed?
Zed is on BFT, who did not win tonight, so I do hope it's not them.
Is it under Erder?
I think Ed is
he's in casting lobby 1.
Casting lobby 1. All right, okay, yeah. So it's the tank from POA. Let's hop on in there. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys feeling after your games? Those are some spicy games.
We're pretty excited. We're a little jittery.
Yeah, definitely. I can imagine. So, yeah, tell us about it. Game number 1, they take you to Volskaya Foundry. And I have to ask, do you guys get to play that much? Because it's not in the Storm rotation anymore.
So we took them to Volskaya
That's
because
right. Yeah,
we love that map.
Okay, sure thing. Well, that answers my question. I wrote it down wrong. It's 100% my bad. So yeah, do you guys get to play that much? Do you scrim a lot, or is it just something that's kind of stuck with you from the previous seasons?
I think it was one of our stronger maps in previous seasons, but it being out of Storm League definitely hurts us a little bit. When we scrim a bunch, and we've been trying to get it in every scrim since no one gets any practice on it. So
right, yeah, definitely. So, talk me through a little bit, about what you guys were doing. So I have that all updated and good now. The big thing was the Sylvanas. Got through game number 1. Didn't get through the rest of the series. Is that an Orion special?
Ryan's got a lot of specials. That's one of them, I guess. I don't know.
Thank you. Lots of specials. Actually, wasn't Zol in game number 1 too?
Yeah.
And banned the rest of the way.
Yeah, we took Zol in Volskaya. Did they ban Zol? They banned Zol in Towers.
Yeah, they banned Zol games 2 and 3, I think, or maybe just 2.
Yeah, on the turn.
Yeah. We can. Yeah, a question from Chad. So, I mean, it's just, unless you have any questions about game number 1, Linehouse, I think that was pretty cut and dry. You kind of dominated.
Yeah, no, I want to get to game number 3, and I want to know how wide their eyes got in draft after the 3rd or 4th pick. That's where I'm waiting to get to, but I can be patient.
Sure thing. So the biggest question coming out of chat right now, game number 2, how come no spiders for Nazebo level 1?
Well, I don't know. So I think when you're taking the Nazebo offlane, I think the wall provides a little quicker wave clear, but the spiders are definitely really strong right now. So
Right.
Well, actually, so here's my question regarding that, because I it's kind of to the point of what I think Tacitor's talents were a little bit different as well. Was the comp trying to do like a bit more zone control and slowing more than anything else? Because that's what I feel like the talent differences from both Nazebo and Tacitor are pointing to, or is it just a preferred playing style by both those individuals?
I think those are preferred play styles. I think that the task walls we were looking to isolate people. Were you talking about electric fence? We swear by
No,
electric
I'm
fence.
talking about 7. I'm talking about level 7 Tacitor. It's like the AA one where they have to hold in place, as
Oh.
opposed to the one that spawns an extra electric circle of doom. I don't know what the hell these talents are called.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak for.
Okay, I was just curious because, like,
Talents
again, I was
looking.
looking at the talents. I was wondering if there was like a specific plan in place or if it was just preference.
No, I think that's his standard Taskar build.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
Unless he knows something I don't know.
Straight from the horse's mouth, Honey Bear in chat says no spiders because I'm a bad Naz. Oh, well, you know, it was looking good in the early game there, but then late game, they were just kind of getting on top of you. I guess the big question is how do you go from a loss, which can be kind of devastating for team morale? How do you turn it around for something like game 3 where you are 100% in control?
You know, I'm really proud of our team. None of us tilt. We take every loss in stride, and we just got to win the next one. If one loss is 2 losses, then you lose 2 games at the same time. Like you got to turn it around. So we just brush that one off and move on. Let's win the next one. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great way to look at it.
Does it also help when the enemy team goes double mage and shows you their hand before your last 2 picks? I'm just curious.
Actually,
Did it change your draft at all? I'm sorry. That's the real question.
I don't think that changed our draft. Super hard. We didn't. Like, I think May, like I take the spell armor on May anyway, and I think that walking in the double mage, we were pretty confident with what we had going. We already had polymorph drafted, so like we had stuff to deal with it.
I was wondering if the Haka or the Tychus, either one of them were specific picks to counter the double mage.
No, we almost skipped the Tychus, but we went with it anyway. I think the Haka is just really strong on Dragonshire, so.
Okay.
Sure thing, yeah.
Cool.
Were you guys worried at all in the late game? Because come post 20, they kind of had your number for a couple of team fights there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We call it the POA special. We carry a whole game, we run it, and then we just throw at the end. We're super good at it. The fortunate thing for us is there's no boss pit on Dragonshire, and that's usually where we throw the game.
The classics.
I was gonna say, I see you're taking lessons from the same coach that our team does. Just win until you throw.
Actually, then speaking of though, that core call at the end of game 1. To recognize that you had a win condition right there. Whoever made that call, give them a crisp high five, because that was really well done. And we commented during the cast that there are some Div B and A teams that wouldn't have made that call. So kudos, really well done.
Yeah, Scoops is calling shots for us right now, so he knows when to call.
Oh, it's Scoops. Screw that guy. Never mind. I take back everything I just said.
No, I like him. He saves my life. Except that one time.
Yeah. The support is always amazing until I let you die. Then, that guy, right? Am I right?
Yeah, well, Scoops makes us ask for permission to die, so we're not allowed to die unless he says it's okay.
That's fair. To be fair, if you die, it's not the healer's fault. That means you were out of position, obviously.
I thought the rule was always blame the healer.
No, I usually play support, so I definitely know it's not the rule. It's definitely the tank.
As somebody
or really
who's played
anybody
tank
else.
and DPS, it is in fact always the healer's fault. And if the healer dies,
this is why you all get This is why your healer lets you die in Stormwind for all of you. Just so you know.
if the healer and the support die, then it's the tank's fault. But really, really great game. You guys picked May the last 2 games. Was that the denial to force Sednum onto the Johanna, or are you just feeling the May?
Yeah, it was meant for denial. here's the secret that no, we're not telling anyone because we're embarrassed about it. Is in the first draft they were like, all right, take May Anduin, and then I was like, yeah, good idea, and then we locked Anduin, and then I just watched the timer time out, and that's why we got so honest.
Nice.
So
We've all
that
been
was
there.
that was the plan, and then someone on our team isn't paying attention. I don't know who it was. Though.
Who would do that?
I don't.
Who would do such a thing?
I always pay attention, so it wasn't me.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Who would not take the tank when old? It's a conundrum, to be sure.
You know, our tank player has the same problem where they look at the draft and they're like, all right, this will tick out. And because we've audibly said take May, then that's what the game will pick. And then, you know, the Blizz gods are never so kind. But, you know, you guys, you played the Blaze, and it still worked really, really well for you. So just kudos to you guys. That was a great pickup. It was a great denial. And those ice walls were crisp.
Thank you.
Anything else from you, Linehouse?
No, I was just gonna let him do his shout outs and maybe do some smack talk for future matches if they so desire.
Yeah, definitely, dear. The floor is yours. Any shout outs, any call outs you want to do within reason, have at it.
Sure. I want to shout out amateur opponents. They're our sister team. They've guided us a lot. They help us a lot with learning heroes, learning macro, doing shot calling. We play a bunch of 10-mans with them, so we have a lot of fun over on our server there. I want to shout out to Shane. He's our coach. He's helping us out. He's super cool. Shout out to Bunker Fun Time. Those guys are great opponents. We love playing them. Shout out to Bandit the Cat. Shout out to... I'm sure I'm forgetting something. It's Canada's election day, so shout out to Canada. As far as Smack Talk goes, it's pretty hard to Smack Talk Bunker Fun Time. They are a ton of fun guys, and it's always good playing those guys. So we hope we see them in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to come chat to us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for the interview. This is my first interview because I have a curse. Every time we're cast, we lose, and we haven't been live cast this season, so that's why we were winning. And so we're like, this is it. This is the curse. It caught up to us.
Oh, well, you guys pulled it out tonight, so big congratulations to you. And yeah, just great job tonight. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I'll let you go celebrate with your team now.
Absolutely. Thanks for casting too. I guess that's the shout out I forgot. Shout out to you guys
no
for casting.
worries.
It's fantastic.
We're not important.
Well, we like it even if we're cursed, so we'd rather be seen than win.
Well, then
so.
you will enjoy, because let me tell you, we do some stupid things during this match. There may have been bad impersonations by me. Or impressions? What's the... Yeah.
They both work. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have a great rest of your evening, and good luck in your next games.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you.
See you later.
Adios.